This episode of FilmRiot is brought to you by Domain.com.
Today on FilmRiot, I review the new Rode smartLav mic and some tips for miking your talent. Welcome to FilmRiot, the show that takes the mystery out of the effects, techniques, going to some of your favorite Hollywood films. I'm your host, Ryan Conley. I finally got my hands on Rode smartLav, which a lot of you have been asking us to review, so today I'm gonna do what I do best and bend over to your every whim, so let's get flexible. Actually, before I get into this, for the more cynical viewers, Rode is not paying me to do this review. I contacted them for a review unit so that I could test it out, but that is where their involvement ends with this episode. All that follows, as always, is my own and honest opinion with no interjection from anyone else. This comes from my brain to my mouth to your face. You know what I'm saying? So let's get down to business. With the way I usually shoot FilmRiot, meaning very little time and next to no crew. In fact, if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you've seen that I almost always use a mic stand for a boom, since usually there's no one behind the camera with me to help hold that microphone. And this is one major reason that I really love the smartLav, which is a lav mic that connects to your iOS device to act as a field recorder. For instance, usually I would shy away from a shot like this. Two people on a couch, table in the background, then one shows the other a picture of his lady person, which prompts the viewing receiver to be far too honest and say,
"Dude, your chick is busted."
"Oh no, he didn't," is what the other guy is thinking, so he gets up and heads to the table. Now usually, I would turn this into two single shots so that I could focus on each actor's audio, but with something like the smartLav, I have two separate pieces of audio that are traveling with the actor, so I can now continue into a nice wide two-shot.
She's better looking than your girlfriend. Your girlfriend looks like the aftermath of a UFC fight.
What?
The other thing that is great is since it's a lav, I'm getting a lot more freedom from my shot than I would with a boom. I have a nice wide shot on the guy in the back, and I'm still getting solid audio, which is just lovely.
Your face looks like a sweaty elephant's ball sack.
Ew!
Like a sack full of soccer balls that someone rubbed despair all over.
Your breath smells like someone dipped a foot in an ass and then barbecued it. Homicide.
So here is the smartLav, which I have connected to my actor's iPhone, which I made sure to turn on airplane mode for this. That way the audio is not interrupted by any incoming calls in case they are popular, which in this case they are not. Then I open up Rode Rec, which is Rode's audio recording app. But what is great about the smartLav is you can use it with any audio recording on your phone. I just prefer this app. So now I can create a new recording, it'll find my hardware, then I'll select the settings I want, hit create, and I'm taken to the record page. In here, the first thing that I will do is set my level. So I will click this mic icon here and have my actor run a few of his lines, moving the fader up and down until it is set for my proper recording levels.
You should go skydiving.
I've always wanted to.
And the parachute be filled with everything good about you.
Okay.
The parachute's empty, asshole.
So now I hit record, drop the phone into the actor's pocket, and record away.
Go dip your balls in honey and slap it in an ant pile.
I will, right after you suck a fart out of an elephant's ass.
Sure, where's your mom?
My mom's beautiful!
Once done, you have your recording here that you can scrub through, play back, record over, or start recording where you left off, which is really great for interview type stuff. But once you are done with your recording, you have a few options of how to share it. SoundCloud, Dropbox, iTunes, email, or FTP. I usually go to Dropbox, so I click here, choose the format that I want, and send away.
I want a donkey kick you right in your crap factory.
You're more useless than the English language in a Lil Wayne song.
But those are the basics of this device, which the smartLav will run you about 150 bucks, which isn't cheap, but a great price for what you're getting, especially if you do interviews, weddings, or podcast type shows. I really wish that I would have had this when we shot our Slate episodes. Having that many people with the audio restrictions that we had made for some less than perfect audio in the end. But this bad boy would have been perfect for that. If you want to know more about smartLav, go to smartlav.com. It is definitely worth a look, in this guy's opinion.
I hate you.
I love you.
Really?
No, I hate you.
Do you need a domain name?
Do you?
No, like you answer for them.
Oh.
We'll try again. Do you need a domain name?
Yeah!
Well, if you're a budding filmmaker, entrepreneur, innovator, a .net from domain.com is perfect for you, don't you think?
Yeah!
So good. .net is universally known and injects your website with instant credibility. You will immediately discover the advantages of building your web presence around a .net from domain.com. Do you already have a .com?
No!
No, in this case, you do. Do you already have a .com?
Yeah!
I knew it, but you should purchase the corresponding .net at domain.com to protect your online brand. A .com already taken?
No!
No, in this case, it's already taken.
Oh.
Is the .com that you want already taken?
Yeah!
Then a .net is a perfect alternative. You can find a new .net at domain.com. I like domain.com because they're affordable. The .net is only $8.99 a year. Isn't that affordable?
Yeah!
Guys at domain.com also want to hook you up with 15% off their already affordable domain names and web hosting when you use the coupon code FilmRiot at domain.com's checkout. So are you gonna use the coupon code FilmRiot and save yourself 15% off?
You betcha!
Good, because when you think domain names, think domain.com.
Logo.
You're worse than an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Yeah, that was too far.
Using a lav mic can be tricky at times. In a scenario like this one right now, it's a lot easier since it doesn't really matter that you can see my lav mic, but obviously, inside of a film, you need to be able to hide the mic from the camera's view. The first and most common is underneath the clothing. To do this, you will tape the mic onto your actor underneath an article of clothing. It's nice if they have 2 layers on, that way you are taping to another piece of clothing instead of right to their skin, but if they don't, you can use something like medical tape. That way you're not using gaff tape or duct tape or something and then ripping all their flesh and hair off. Once you have it all taped up, you put their shirt or jacket back on and the receiver, in this case our iPhone, back in their pocket. We're all set to record. But here's the issue. With the mic underneath the clothing like this, you're gonna have the article of clothing, whatever that fabric is, rubbing up against the mic itself and giving us this. But don't panic, my little love pancake. There is an easy and much used fix. Just go to the store, grab yourself some moleskin, this stuff right here, cut a strip like so, and wrap it around the top of your mic. This will give you a nice protective barrier, keeping the clothing off the mic and giving you nice, clean audio.
I'm gonna give you paper cuts all over your body and then push you into a pool of shark-infested lemon juice.
I'm gonna give you a haircut with a lawnmower. Like, seriously, a good one. Like a sweet fade with a comb over. You look like Don Draper. And then I'll cut your head off!
Some more advanced methods would be to have it hiding underneath the hair, on the forehead behind the hair perhaps. This usually works for women. Lav mics are also great to hide in objects, go old school with it. Back in the early days of sound, filmmakers would hide their mics around the set in flower pots or anything you could, which is why you see in old movies people playing to objects on the set. It's actually something that's still done a lot on set now, just putting something in a flower pot or something like that. And lav mics are perfect for that since they're so small, they're really easily concealed inside of an object of that type. Which again is one of the best things about lav mics. Their size makes it really easy to hide them just about anywhere. Lamps, flowers, hats, hair, whatever you can think up.
Your feet smell like dead fish wrapped in rotted flesh topped with apple cider vinegar.
How about I lick your feet with a shotgun?
So there you have it, a great app and mic and some tips on how to place them. But I can tell you one thing, I have had some awkward moments in the past placing mics on some people, on some voluptuous people. If you could get what I'm saying, it could get very awkward. You're just all up in their personal space and you're just hoping that they want to take it and do it themselves. But more often than you would believe, they want you to do it. And I'm like, lady, I don't want to touch anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little used to it now. Now it's just all business. But at first, so awkward. But I digress. That is it for today. As always, Twitter, or if you're like, no, I hate Twitter, yuck, you can do the Facebook thing right here. And you guys are awesome. I love you. And I'll see you next week when I hold my boombox above my head in hopes that my lady will be into it.
You're more useless than the little lab. I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty sure I brought that home. I brought that home. I did.
She's better looking than your girlfriend. Your girlfriend looks like the aftermath of a
That was good. That was good. That was really good.